The suspect shot dead after yesterday's killing spree in Plymouth was 22-year-old licensed gun owner Jake Davison, police have confirmed. Comments unavailable. 6 people, including a child, were killed in the mass shooting last night, with Davison one of them, having reportedly turned his gun on himself. 5 of them died from gunshot wounds at the scene, with a female dying in hospital shortly afterwards. Police said. More are being treated for their injuries in hospital, according to Labour MP for Plymouth Sutton Luke Pollard. During a press conference this morning, police have confirmed that officers, both armed and unarmed, arrived at the scene of the shooting within 6 minutes of being called. Many calls were made to the emergency services informing them that shots had been fired, they said. No officers fired any shots during the incident. Police confirmed. Devon and Cornwall Police Chief Constable Sean Sawyer said at present there was no indication of motive. He said officers were working with the Metropolitan Police over the investigation, and that police believe the first female victim and Davison were known to each other. And said there was a familial relationship. Mr. Sawyer said he did not yet know of any formal relationship between Davison and the other victims. He added, "We believe we have an incident that is domestically related, that has spilled into the street and scene. Several people in Plymouth losing their lives in extraordinarily tragic circumstances." Davison's Facebook page, on which he claims he was born in Arizona, in the United States, features pictures, including the Lexington Minuteman statue of a colonial farmer holding a musket. He also shared a Donald Trump quote, "In America, we do not seek to impose our way of life on anyone but rather to let it shine as an example for everyone to watch." Davison also has a YouTube page in which he complains that there is nothing to look forward to. Another female died a short time later in hospital, the police added. One of the people killed was a child under 10 years old. Mr. Pollard said in a tweet. Devon and Cornwall police said they were called to Biddick Drive in Keeham area of the city at 6:10 p.m. on Thursday. A spokesman said, investigations are continuing into the incident and disruption to the road network in the Keeham area will remain throughout the night. Police had earlier described the shooting as a serious firearms incident and said the situation was contained. The police added that the incident is not related to terrorism. The United Kingdom has one of the lowest gun homicide rates in the world, and mass shootings are rare. This was the first mass shooting in the country for 11 years. Sharon Turner, 57, who lives behind the scene of the shooting, was quoted by the Times newspaper as saying that a gunman had kicked in the front door of a semi-detached house before shooting a mother and her daughter. Mrs. Turner said she had been told that the man, who was dressed in black and gray, was armed with a semi-automatic weapon. After the attack, the gunman escaped through a park behind the house and shot 2 dog walkers, the Times reported. Home Secretary Preethi Patel tweeted, "The incident in Plymouth is shocking and my thoughts are with those affected." Also writing on Twitter, Prime Minister Boris Johnson said, "My thoughts are with the friends and family of those who lost their lives and with all those affected by the tragic incident in Plymouth last night. I thank the emergency services for their response." Mr. Pollard told BBC. Breakfast this morning, quite a large part of Keeham had been cordoned off and would stay as such for quite some time. He added, "There's an awful lot of people for whom access to emergency support is essential to make sense of it and then to make sure that what they saw is shared with the police. To witness it outside your front door. To see that awfulness in your community, I'm afraid it's going to take our community a wee while to be able to process it all and then come together." Defense Secretary Ben Wallace said we can rule out terrorism after the shooting in Plymouth. Ben Wallace also described the incident as a tragedy and paid condolences to families who had lost relatives. He told Sky News, "It is a tragedy what has happened there. The police are having another significant meeting this morning. We can rule out terrorism from that event, and I think all it does is it goes to underline the importance of issues such as gun control. But also what is happening in people's homes up and down the country. It is really important that our police are equipped and supported to deal with it. He added, overall, my thoughts are with the tragic loss of life and with the people who have lost loved ones today. The police have resolved the situation is my understanding, and we can rule out terrorism.